The conversation we're trying to have here is Amorim the right man for the job?
Buli muntu amanya omupiira akimanya Amorim coach mulungi. System gyalina eri very efficient, but
Nzibu yakuba mu mupiira.
he doesn't have the players for it.
Ruben Amorim does not look like even in the next game it's going to be any better. And mind you, it's going to be Burnley.
Be at Manchester United, win something you have achieved.
Everybody welcome. Everybody to the fan page.
Casemiro against a team. Casemiro against a team, Jimso dominating is good. Against a team, so bakola counter attack.
Would you rather start Ugarte?
You see,
would you rather
guys,
Ugarte against
there's
Arsenal,
no question.
Start Ugarte.
But Ugarte is a player who used that sport.
You guys, the idea, the conversation we're trying to have here, trying to direct it. The conversation we're trying to have here is Amorim the right man for the job? For me, as a football fan, as an Arsenal fan, I would say Mugobe. I want Man U to suffer more and all that. But as a football fan, a genuine football fan, that man knows what he's doing. But the challenge I'm having with him, the challenge I'm having with that manager is one. And for me, I'm backing Amorim any day. The challenge I have with him is that I never sambi beya sangawo bagulibwa sente nyingi nnyo tebasobola genda bugenzi. Okitegeera.
Team tasobola ba disposing
of. Tasobola bagula. You have Casemiro on 300.
Is Manchester United the only team that has ever been in such a situation?
You see what happened? Why Arteta suffered so many years before he could actually come up is because teams like Arsenal and Man U don't just throw players out.
And Arteta did have such a team.
Of course, this guy has a better team. I agree with you.
Point, yeah.
The issue we have at hand here is that Amorim has a team halfway season. I don't even want to focus on last season. Let's just jump into it now. Aguza basambi omeka basatu. Tannawe wa midfield ye. Okitegeera. Casemiro, very good player, legend and all that stuff, but Casemiro is old legs.
The legs are now gone.
Okitegeera. Yeah. But he's still the best option on that team. Can you imagine?
But you go into a season and you decide that
they don't have money.
We don't need that problem coming into the season. They don't have money.
They don't have money, but you come into 200 million and you'll be like,
because the attack is very important. It's important to have an
not
attack.
more important than the midfield. Yet midfield already was some but and
just so you want to tell me
as long as he's on the wheel, Manchester United is going to suffer because points are accumulating because you rate a manager on how they can perform. One manager gola mantina one chiti kino bali mu kigezaako naye tubuzayo kano. Ruben Amorim does not look like even in the next game it's going to be any better, and mind you, it's going to be Burnley. Ata ogendo labira ddala Burnley bayinza ogikuba, maybe yes, but you're going to see that when other teams are playing Burnley, they get to beat Burnley. You cannot say that Manchester United's team is bad. Casemiro akadi. Ngayet teams like Brentford, bid average, but when they come to put up performances, they perform better.
Fulham comes for you.
Basinga team ya mani wa debabi. As compared to other big city.
For me, I believe in that man. One. Ompira gwa Amorim, that's the football guy wa Inter Milan bamwitani against Saudi Arabia. Inzaghi plays. It's a profile-based kind of game. You need two central defenders who open up and play like fullbacks. You need the third guy to play as a left back now, which is Luke Shaw in this case. And then you need wing backs that play like wingers, but are solid in defense. When you look at Dalot, is Dalot a good defender? Lindako Biggie, is Dalot a good defender? No. Is Dalot a good attacker?
No.
Compare him with that.
Tries.
No, Lindako, compare him with Dumfries. The guy can defend so well and he can help attack. The guy is still struggling with quality of players.
What does it speak to the manager to know that he does not have the possible, how do they call it? The possible to make you play that
system. No, guys.
No, someone say
you don't change the system.
You speak about Inzaghi and all that, but Inzaghi is playing a midfield that has Barella. You get it has Barella and who's the other guy they play in the middle. You look at them suited to play and Çalhanoğlu, whatever suited for them to play. Then you come and put Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro.
Bruno Fernandes, I don't want to say as good as Baleba, because Bruno Fernandes is more of a 10 than a CM, than a central midfielder. The other one is a central
and that
midfielder.
is one of the reasons.
But tell me a central midfielder at Manchester United.
Now,
But you don't have that central midfielder right now, and they're expecting you to bring results because the team is still spending money to go back to glory days. One, that means team will take a cent wobokozesa. Ochitegeera is that you want to play a system. What
are the strongest?
Now I think if we are to keep Amorim, it will mean that we are accepting to experiment until the season ends.
And you know how experiments go.
Experiments can go wrong
before they get it right.
That is one. So Katinze knows that Manchester United, unless ngatugamba nti we are okay with forcing the system on the players, because right now anze namweleza nganyo last season because he came mid-season. Nengamba by the time they come back for this season, things will be better. Now, Obzibwa United wadenga bumu, they will show up when they are playing Arsenal and Liverpool. But those are not the only teams.
Because you have to show class.
Because it's a big club.
Yes. Kati wabubonero, Ferguson yabujanga ku teams zentono.
As you should, because it's single your
defending.
So kakati Amorim, ekisinga okwewunyisa ate entono zatakola ki. Zezimuzibwayo okujjako obubonero. Yes, wade kale Arsenal twagizibwalya but yatukuba. We have already lost that one at Old Trafford. It will not be as easy as we think to go at the Emirates and get that win. Number 2, we on this system oba olaba nti omuzanyi gw'obadde naye buli omu gwe yeegomba eri mumufuulanga mediocre. Why not dump the system? Because right now, bw'otuuza ennyo Bruno omutuuzaayo, it is going to make Bruno look like a mediocre. Yeah, there is potential in Bruno Fernandes. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if Bruno started his career as a
Bruno
defender.
is the weakest point on that team.
Because he's playing wrongly. Yes, katika nkubulire waiki. Bruno njagala ngambe.
So Amorim.
Amorim is the reason the players are playing as they are playing.
I disagree.
Right
system tebagitegera.
As a Man U fan.
As
a Man U fan. Your conclusion right now is that Amorim should go unless he changes.
No, he should change the system.
If not, he goes.
Right now, let me tell you. Right now, all they want is a win. They don't care how you've won. Do you know why some people are still defending Eric Ten Hag? Because in his styleless football, where he left you. What is that? What Ten Hag left us can give me the audacity to brag about him being a better manager than Arteta.
No, there's something I'm going to tell you.
Listen. About Manchester United.
Yes. Winning a cup game
yes. Be at Manchester United, win something you have achieved.
Buli muntu amanya omupiira akimanya Amorim coach mulungi. System jaina is very efficient, but
nzibu yakuba mu mupiira.
He doesn't have the players for it. The way Dogu plays.
He doesn't have the players for it.
The way Dogu plays. Dogu no, we are part of Dogu. We right, we left winger wa Man U. Your profile jeetaga as a defender, as a fullback who can go up to arena crossing on pin. Dogu. Eno wingi taina inayo wadalo tichovola bali mu kanisa amadi akanise dalo te akanise mbwemu.
Atene Dogu aina challenge mu attacking phase. He's not as skillful on the ball.
Like
Dimarco on the other side. Kasalaku.
Yes.
Kasalaku. So there are defenders who are attackers. Who was that guy? Marcelo, yeah. That's the best example. The guy who can play defense.
Calafiori.
And
right, he can dribble past 5.
So now, Amorim's biggest problem is profile.
The profiles are not there.
So now this is my point, guys.
Profile has failed, and
why not choose? In my opinion,
demands more than you are producing. Change.
You people don't know what Manchester is at the core. Manchester is a very messed up institution right now. Financially, structurally,
everything is in a mess.
It takes time to build a solid team, especially for talented managers. Talented managers must stick to their principles. I hear you with their
manager to be in a difficult place, but what teams want is for you to win games.
Ateta akoze bulungi. He has been improving. Okiwulira. Ateta watuuse ogamba there is hope for a win or for a title. Yes. ate wabata be winning in the next 4 years, you will come back here and say, banange tukozechi, because you've given him enough time. Now this is Manchester United. I think at United where to say, yaleta pressure United yali Ferguson. Yaleta legacy. Like which manager, no other manager is going to beat. Nene yasoka struggling up.
For 7 years.
But right now people are supporting Manchester United because of what Ferguson made it, turned it into. Kata what we know kutambulira. Trust me. Kwecho chebamanyide United.
Tosobola tambulira yo inokukiriza ngwa.
Anti uliriza.
If you don't accept where you are.
But right now, I can't blame United for having invested 200 million in the forward line.
Good investment.
We lacked those goals, but we lacked the numbers,
and
but we had the luxury. We had the luxury of creating the chances in Bruno Fernandes. System, Jirese, you're trying to drop back or creating the chances for the 200 million you've invested in. Where is the money? When is the money going to make sense? What the Amorim Chamwade benefit of doubt on one thing. I'm one of the Manchester United fans that are not complaining about Kobe Mainoo not being played. Why? United right now cannot buy without selling. Probably is drawing attention for finances. People to buy Mainoo without the money of buying at number 6. I don't think Ruben is dumb enough to just sit a talent like Mainoo because he knows what Mainoo is capable of. That's why
he's not a fan of Mainoo. That means also.
That's why when he was laying off,
I'm going to tell you another thing. Mainoo.
That's why.
Yeah, Ruben Amorim. Mainoo taina.
That's why when he was laying off those that he did not want, he had to lay off the likes of Rashford and whosoever.
I'll tell you the problem of Mainoo. Mainoo has only one problem: his work rate off the ball. Amorim doesn't mess around with that.
Okay, it doesn't.
Not even Amorim. The system requires physicality right on the ball.
There is a time where you have an injury. There is a time they brought in Mainoo and that game changed. Yeah? There's a time he brought on
possession
and the game changed. Yeah? There are times he will bring Maguire and the game changes in stoppage time. Yeah? So there are players you need at
Julie, there are things you should know. When Manu is attacking Fulham, umpira agule 1-1. Mudachika yensanvu. Fulham are going to go on defensive. I'll let Mainoo because again akuba alumba bulumbi tagenda funa budde bukola bu defending work tracking back. Bijja kukola. Chovala olaba nti bagenda muleta yake because game wins their shifting tuli attack, we are in the possession. Never agenda kuletera omuzanyi. Olaba Mount toso aleta Mount mudachika ya chinana nomugamba jango kolechi ochiso mpira mwa balina lead. Ero inamulitanga mugoba kyekimune Mainoo